do something to empower marginalized women. What I got was the most wonderful friend that has changed my life in the most fantastic way. She has taught me to be courageous, that I am valuable, that I am enough, and that I can be imperfectly imperfect. I don't want to talk too much or take more time because what she's about to say will change your life. Please welcome the 2017 Fort Myers Person of the Year, a prestigious Apex winner, global thinker, and so lucky to call her my friend, Kristen Collins.
Let's do this, ladies. Everybody up. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do it. This is your coming out party. Hi. Can you give that to Jamie Stewart for me? I can't hear you. Turn it up. Oh my God, it's not loud enough.
Got it. How are you?
Let's do this.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
I love you. Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. 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 I have so many microphones to pick from. Thank you. Ladies, are we ready? It is my coming out party today, and I'm sharing it with you because today is your coming out party. So congratulations for being here. Thank you for inspiring us with some Lizzo. I got to tell you guys a funny story. I couldn't even spell Lizzo on Friday. And Friday, I came home from work, and my husband came home from work, and I looked at him, and I was like, everything we planned for this evening is not a good idea. So I canceled our Friday night plans, and I sat on my back deck, and I watched television, which I don't even know how to turn on, and up there it said, Lizzo live in LA. And I'm like, that should be interesting. I don't really know her work. So I said, honey, can you play this for me? And for those of you who know David, you can appreciate it. And he was like, sure. Great Friday night for him. So he sat through 2 of the songs and then quietly removed himself and went into the other television and watched whatever he wanted to watch. I spent an hour and a half on my back lanai on a Friday night with a half a bottle of wine with Lizzo. And I will tell you that the first 1 hour and 23 minutes, I was like, yeah, I'm aligned, right? Empowerment, take me or leave me. Who the heck are you? Own it, work it, right? Yes. But then all of a sudden she closes her hour and 30-minute show with that song. And I am streaming tears and snot. And I'm like, girl, it is about damn time. Right? Yeah. So she's ready. Are you? So I want to thank the Women in Business Greater Fort Myers Chamber Group for inviting me to be here, and Lee Health for being an amazing sponsor, and FSW for holding space for us to convene today. This is a dream come true, and it is just such a pleasure to be attending your coming out party. I have a whopping 45 minutes with you, and I got a lot that I want to hold space with you for. But my goal up here today is to create a container for you that you can be here now, enjoy this experience, and leave here today with an intention that you want to attract a different human than you walked in this door being, because that's why you're here. You're here to connect with your health. You're here to be empowered, and you're here for renewal. So I'm going to start by, dropping the mic with this tidbit of information. No one on this stage, no one in your breakout session, no one in your life outside of yourself has that power for you. You have that power. You've had it all along. It's inside of you. So I encourage you to take today to stop looking outside of yourself for your health, your empowerment, and your renewal, but to spend today looking inside of yourself for your health, your empowerment, and your renewal. You're going to be reminded, you're going to be inspired, you're going to be triggered by something that someone says, and they're going to help reconnect you to that. But how about today we stop searching for our health, our happiness, and our abundance? How about today we declare, we state our intention to reconnect with who we are and why we are, and walk out these doors at 4 o'clock empowered and renewed and healthy. So I have a favor. I'm going to ask everybody to take out something to write on and write with. Hopefully you came prepared. I would prefer if it was not cellular or electronic. Hot tip, when you physically write things down, that's taking it out of your body, it's declaring. When you type it into your phone, that doesn't count. All right, once you've got something on your lap to write on and write with and your purse is put away, I want both feet on the ground. I want you sitting upright. I want you to roll those shoulders back. Those of you who did yoga this morning, congratulations. Proud of you. Saw a few of you a little sweaty. You look good. All right, we're sitting up. Our shoulders are back. I want you to lower your eyes if you're comfortable. We're in a safe space together. I want you to place the palms of your hands on your lap facing up, opening yourself up to receiving this beautiful moment that you've gifted yourself. And together, thanks to my friend Molly Grubbs, who taught me this, we're going to take 5 deep breaths together. We're going to hold them at the top and hold them at the bottom. And we're just going to breathe. So please inhale up and hold at the top. And exhale it out and release it. And inhale up and hold at the top. And exhale, release it. Third one, inhale up and hold. And exhale and hold. Two more. Inhale up and hold. And exhale, hold. Last one. Inhale up and hold. And exhale, hold. I want you to stay here in this present moment. And I want you to ask yourself, why did you come here today? Why are you here? What drew you to this conference? Connect with that. And I want you to slowly and casually open your eyes and write, why are you here today? When you're done, please put your pen and your paper back down and settle back in. How do you want to feel when you leave here today? How do you want to feel when you wake up tomorrow morning? How do you want to feel when you walk back into your office? How do you want to feel when you next see your loved one? How do you want to feel? Connect to that. Please write down how you want to feel. My intention for being here today is to live my purpose, and my purpose is to inspire awakening. It took me 5 hours of a hypnotherapy session to come up with those 3 words, but I know my purpose. I know my life's purpose. I'm here to stir it up quietly inside of you, inside of myself. And how I want to feel is free. I want to feel free. I want to feel light. I want to feel untethered. And the way for me to feel free is to surrender. Type A, right? High achiever, go-getter. My way of fulfilling my life's purpose is by surrendering. And that's where I want to take you today. So I'd like to share something called Free to Be You. And I'd like you, again, if you're comfortable, to please sit up and lower your eyes. And I want you to soak this message in. This message is by Dora Camus. I heard her share this on Insight Timer, which is a meditation app that I use, and I typed it out to share with you. I've been using this now for about 4 years because I think it embodies what we're all here for today. Soak this in, girls. For many of us, we spend our lives living or being someone or something other than who we are in order to be loved, respected, and chosen. We hide ourselves, we mask ourselves, and we abandon ourselves out of the belief that who we are isn't good enough, isn't beautiful enough, isn't enough. Living inauthentically, living in fear that if we allow others to see us as we truly are, it won't be enough. But what carries more hardship? What carries more labor and requires more work? Living in disguise and behind a mask, or living authentically in our full expression? I don't have to laugh when nothing is funny. I don't have to apologize when I'm not sorry. I don't have to agree with you if it doesn't feel right for me. I don't have to be you. It's okay to be me. It is safe to be me. It is enough to be me. It is okay to be me. I don't have to be happy. It's okay to be sad. I don't always have to be nice. It's okay to set boundaries. I don't have to say yes. It is okay to say no. I don't have to be busy. It's okay to rest. I don't have to be you. It's okay to be me. It is safe to be me. It is enough to be me. I am strong. I am whole. I am complete. I am me. And that, my sisters, is a beautiful message from Nora. And I'd be happy to share this with you if you drop me an email. Her message completely blew my mind and helped me connect to why me? Why am I on this stage? Why have I made this shift in my life? Why am I going through this transformation? Why is today a coming out party for me as well as for you? That is what I'm still in the process of connecting with. And I spent 3 summers ago, beginning of COVID, an exorbitant amount of time in my guest room in my yoga pants. I don't know about you guys, as I was trying to figure out what in God's name is going on, right? This pandemic's coming in. I'm not happy. I know I'm not happy. My health is failing. My marriage is solid, but you know, there's a little tension there. And I just wasn't professionally thriving anymore. And I'm like, I don't really get what's going on. And the pandemic actually ended up being a really big gift for me because it then forced me to go within. So I put on those yoga pants, went in that guest room, set up a little table, and I sat down and I started writing whatever came to mind. Writing whatever came to mind, which is what I had you guys start to do today, and I hope is one of the takeaways that you will take with you from our time together, is becoming aware of how you're feeling, what you're thinking, what's going on for you. So as that was happening, where is my beautiful friend Alyssa from Lee Health? Hi, Alyssa. Alyssa's one of the dynamic members of the marketing team at Lee Health, and we were going through the pandemic, in the beginning, and it was insane, and we were like, what can we do to help the amazing clinicians who, are scared out of their minds every day dealing with the onset of COVID? And we decided that we were going to try to put out some information on health and wellness. So I tried to get one of the other many talented people at Lee Health to go live with Alyssa and put out a message. And we couldn't get anybody else to do it. And so finally I was like, fine, I'll do it. And I'll never forget this, Alyssa. I'm sitting in the little office, right? And there's Alyssa, guys, this is 3 years ago? It was a lifetime ago. This is before lives and Zoom and all the things that we now don't even know what to do without. So Alyssa's standing there all wide-eyed with this camera, and she's like, okay, you ready? You ready? You're gonna go live. We're gonna record this. And I'm like, oh my God, what if I make a mistake? I have no idea what's about to come out of my mouth. And Alyssa, you gifted me this opportunity for me to be able to sit in a very uncomfortable scenario for me, staring at a camera and Alyssa, and allow my deep-seated passion for the well-being of our staff and the community at large, and trying to support that in a very authentic, yet what do you say in the beginning of COVID, way. And Alyssa, I want you to know that moment was an absolute catalyst in helping me connect with me, and also making it a lot easier now to just get on camera. So the reason I share that story is because sometimes life is hard and it throws you a curveball. And every day you wake up isn't going to be roses and unicorns and, all the fun things, right? There's going to be a lot of times that things are hard, and that was a really hard moment, and it really brought out a part of me that I did not yet know. So after Alyssa and I had that illicit affair, and I started going on camera and vomiting my truths on people, I also was writing my truths. And that opportunity made me reflect on my journey. And I told some funny stories as I wrote. I connected with some not so funny stories when I wrote. And I ultimately ended up publishing a book, which I wasn't really setting out to write a book, but I ended up publishing a book of 29 chapters or stories of things. Some were funny, some were not. Some were incredibly traumatic and tragic, and some were pure love. And after I hit send and it went live on Amazon, I sobbed like a very small child, because I'm like, why would you choose to do that? And God loved my husband because he supported it and was like, rock on. And the reason I did that was actually to heal myself That was the reason I did that. That's the reason I connected with those stories. Sharing it with you was a seed that planted in me 5 years earlier with my beautiful stepdaughter and carried throughout those next 5 years until I had the courage to actually sit down and write. And in those stories, I've had more people now come up to me and share with me that the authenticity of the share, the courage to be me, which I've always had the courage to be me, I just didn't bother telling anybody because I didn't think anybody cared, right? But the courage to be me and share it, not project it and demand that you see it my way, not insist that my way is the right way. I did 50 years of that, okay? But me just to be like, hey, this is my journey, man. Crazy, isn't it? It's amazing I'm standing here and I'm intact. It's amazing I'm not in jail. It's amazing, like there's a lot of things. And Kelly Fair, one of my Apex sisters, will be here later today, and she texted me last night, and she said, I'm sorry I'm gonna miss you, but I hope I see you later. And I said, I'll see you later. But it made me go up in our text thread to the last message she sent me a few months ago, and I said to her, Kelly, you just gifted me such an opening for tomorrow that I need to share with folks. Because see, what happened was after I shared my stories, I've now spent the past 3 years thinking that I had to prove what I said. I had to connect with the science behind how I healed my physical body through my mind-body connection, through my trauma healing, and that I needed the data, and I needed the facts. So I'm in the process of writing a second book that is a framework that showcases and outlines the why I was able to heal my body through healing my trauma. And I look up at Kelly's message last night and she goes, I don't really care about the, wait a minute. I'm so genius, I actually printed it because I was like, this is hilarious. This is from our sister, Kelly Fair. Don't tell her I told you when you see her. As someone who has faced obstacles, I always thought you had everything together. And I admired you for that. Then I read your book. I saw that you were human and not just our community tornado who made people excited to support your work and projects. And I admired you more. When I read the chapter entitled Root Cause, I just stopped in my tracks. And when I thought I couldn't admire you anymore, well, I did. I absolutely loved your message to accept yourself and to just be and to just love. As you write a follow-up to her Phoenix Rising, I would love for you to focus even more on sharing your heart rather than teaching us about science. I think it would help so many people if you could somehow focus on everything you have in the root cause chapter, the trauma, the recovery, the healing, the living, and the loving. That is where you can help so many people. Hope this was helpful. I already am looking forward to your next book. That one text that Kelly sent me that I completely forgot about, that I came across last night, is what I have to share with you today. All you have to do to be healthy and to be empowered and to renew is to connect to you, inside of you. Get to that authentic, beautiful person that you came here to be. So what is stopping you? What is holding you back? What is the universe gifting you with as an opportunity to connect and wake up to maybe you're not connected fully with who you are and why you are? Maybe there's still some things that you're suppressing, dissociating from, disconnecting to, numbing from, that it's time to go ahead and reface and embrace and love on and say, thank you for visiting me. Thank you for the opportunity to learn from that hellacious experience. I'm ready to let go. Because if we don't address it and heal from it, it just festers. Made me sick as hell. It gave me ovarian cancer. It gave me 2 colon resectionings. It gave me lupus, irritable bowel syndrome, chronic fatigue. I mean, how much time do I have left? I could tell you all the diseases, autoimmune diseases I've had in my life because I was not healing from my childhood trauma. Well, I'm proud to tell you guys today, I am healed. There will be moments, right? Where's Debbie Peterson? Debbie, we're on a spiral, right? It's never just, oh, look, I'm healed, I'm great. Everyone, good luck, catch up later. No, this is a journey. So what is your gift that's banging you on the head that brought you here today that you have the opportunity to face? So how do we face it? How do we connect with it? How do we do this? And I'm going to leave you here today with a thought, actually 2 thoughts, for how you can connect to who you are and why you are. And that is very simply, be love. Be here now. Be in this moment. And I am so proud of you. I don't see a single person on an electronic device. Be here now. How many moments in a day are we not here? The vast majority of the day, we're not here. We're ruminating about some jerk. Sally laughed the loudest because we've had many coaching sessions on this. All right, we're ruminating about the past. We're freaking out about a future that's not even here yet. We're missing the present. We're missing the now. So be here now. And then embrace the love that's already inside of us. We are love. That is what we are. And anything else is an expression to show us what love is. There's infinite experiences, infinite ways of being, and that's our gift to connect back to love, to the oneness, to who we are and why we are. And we came here to express. We came here to be. And we all are supposed to look, think, and feel different. If you look to your left and you look to your right and you see yourself exactly, you're either an identical triplet, which is super weird, or you're not embraced with your authenticity. So be here now. And be love came afterwards to mean something of a pathway for me to connect to the here and now and embrace the love that's already inside of me. And the B stands for take a breath. Center yourself, get here. The E stands for experience whatever bubbles up in that moment. Enjoy it. Be curious about it. The period, pause with it. Don't run away from it. Welcome it. Thank you for that jerk who just cut me off. Thank you. Wonder, hope he's doing all right. Hope he makes his appointment. Hope his, baby isn't born until he gets there. Like whatever his issue is, I can't control him, right? So breathe, experience, and then pause. The L, let it go. Let it go. There's a lot of stuff we're dragging along, right? Let it go. O, open your heart. Get out of your head. Get out of your ego. Get out of your conscious thinking. Drop in. Drop into that beautiful heart of yours. Open it up. V, cast that vision for who you want to be, what you want to experience from that heart, not your head. E, reconnect with the energy, the oneness. We are all energy. We are 99.99999% energy. We are all interconnected. We are all one. Connect with it. You want a different experience in your life? Connect with your energy and look within. Which brings us to the final period, which is a new presence. I'm going to end here today and then open it up for some questions. But I have another gift for you guys. And this is something, I couldn't figure out how I got this, and I couldn't find it. I was freaking out, but I was like, I have to share this with them. I have to share this with them. I found it last night at 11 o'clock. This is a quick poem by John O'Donohue, and it's called For a New Beginning. And today, at your coming out party, at my coming out party, I am praying for a new beginning for you, and I hope that our time together, connecting you back to the love that's already inside of you, helps you in your new beginning. In out-of-the-way places of the heart, where your thoughts never think to wander, this beginning has been quietly forming, waiting until you were ready to emerge. For a long time, it has watched your desire, feeling the emptiness growing inside of you, noticing how you willed yourself on, still unable to leave what you had outgrown. It watched you play with the section of safety and the gray promises that sameness whispered, heard the waves of turmoil rise and relent, wondering, would you always live like this? Then the delight, when your courage kindled, and out you stepped onto new ground, your eyes young again with energy and dream, a path of plenitude opening before you. Though your destination is not yet clear, you can trust the promise of this opening. Unfurl yourself into the grace of beginning that is at one with your life's desire. Awaken your spirit to adventure. Hold nothing back. Learn to find ease in risk. Soon, you will be home in a new rhythm. For your soul senses the world that awaits you. Thank you. I will be here through 2 o'clock today and in the back. I'm happy to connect. Please stop by. Please exchange, give me your email. Let's connect. Let's party on. But I will have time to take, do I have time to take 1 or 2 questions? If anyone has any that they so dare ask in public. Debbie Peterson, I should have known she would have the capacity.
So getting started, what are some techniques or processes or steps just to walk us into being loved?
So this could be an all-week retreat together. And the Be Love framework is another avenue that I'm putting together to help guide people through that. So Debbie, to answer your question, first step is to breathe. First step is to breathe. It's free, it's simple. You don't need a prescription, you don't need a PhD, you don't need anything. You have it already inside of you. What we did here today, centering you, getting you to connect with your breath, is calming, is soothing. How many times do you find yourself saying something and going, God, I wish I didn't just say that? Right? Reconnecting to your breath is step number 1. Another great step I took you through. Write it out. Write it out. I don't like writing. I don't like journaling. I don't either, but I wrote a book. Write it out. Somebody might see it. Okay, burn it. I don't want to say flush it down the toilet. That's not eco-friendly. Journal it, okay? Another great technique, and I'm pretty sure you taught this to me, is to connect with your gratitude. Gratitude is high vibing. Gratitude is high vibing. So, before I go to bed every night, I lay down and I say, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I say 3 things I'm grateful for. 3 things I'm grateful for. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then I say, tonight as I'm sleeping, if there's anything that you, want to gift to me with, show me. Help me figure this stuff out, this crazy thing called life. I'm going to connect, I'm going to replenish, I'm going to rejuvenate in my sleep by expressing gratitude and connecting to the openness to being shown my path. Also, go see Debbie Peterson. She's my clarity coach. See Jamie Stewart in the back. She's my transformation coach. There's people all over that are here to help you if you're open to it. I have 3 years of vomiting on YouTube, thanks to Alyssa. I have so many tips and tools on YouTube that are free. Go on there. See if a topic, excites you. Thanks for asking, Debbie. Oh, I love it. Yay.
First of all, hi. I just want to say thank you for your. But something that I struggled to before I got to be. It's giving ourselves permission to be. Sometimes we're just trying to please so many people that we forget about who we are. So just wanted to share that it is, it's so important to give ourselves that permission. How or how can we get there faster?
Thank you, and it's nice to see you, and everyone please go visit that table. Amazing work that you're doing. The good news is, this does not have to be a long, drawn-out PhD, let's all buy airplane tickets to Tibet, climb the mountain, take our shoes off, not shower, okay? It's 90% of it. I've already done that for us for the past 6 years. It's awareness first and foremost. It's awareness, and because you're here and you've just ingested this, subconsciously you're now aware, okay? We are never, ever in the history of ever going to find our health, our empowerment, our renewal, our abundance outside of ourselves. So if we have built a life where everything and everyone else comes first, my question to you is, what in the hell are you trying to get done? What are you trying to buy? What are you trying to prove? Who are you trying to prove it to? I now I've been up since I woke up at 4 o'clock this morning. I spent 3 hours with myself preparing to come connect with you. I went to the gym. I didn't even know people went to the gym that early. I went for a walk. I meditated. And I said, I want to show up for myself the very best I can. I make decisions based on my own self-love. And guess what? Thank you, Jamie Stewart. And guess what happens? I show up better for everybody else. I'm not expecting everybody else to fix me or like me or appreciate me. But you just inspired me, and you guys, there's so much we could talk about right now. My head's like, bing, bing, say this, do this. But this is, I think, super important, and I said it to Sally when I first connected with her, and she's such a beautiful giver, like all of us in the room. We're beautiful givers. One of my awakenings to my own self-worth and self-love was after winning, I don't know, every award known to mankind, right? I didn't do things so I won awards. I didn't even do things to affect the people who I affected. You know why I did all I did in this community? So I could like me. So I felt I was worth my own self-love. That is not a place you should give from. It was very successful. It helped a lot of people. It raised a lot of money, but it wasn't satiating. I never got there. And that was part of the gift of me waking up. And I'm like, oh my God. I go to bed every night exhausted. And I love that feeling. Where's Noelle? Noelle Casagrande. Ha! Noelle and I had this conversation yesterday. Oh my God, I'm so busy. Oh my God, I'm so busy. Give. You're not really there for anyone. Okay, so if you don't pause and breathe, 5 breaths, free. You can do it while you're pottying, right? When Sally and I first met, I'm like, I don't know, every hour, just like pretend you have to go to the bathroom. They're gonna think you have a UTI. I'm like, just go to the bathroom and don't even have pee, just sit there and go, right? We have to train ourselves to breathe. But reconnect to who you are and why you are. You don't have to earn your self-love. You are love. Okay, I'm here all day. I'll connect. I want to give the audience, or the microphone back to you. Oh, one more question? Yeah, what?
One more question.
Oh my God, okay, I love it.
Hi. I was just a quick question because a lot of this is amazing about being who you want to be. But we're also in a world where I got to keep my job and I have to be in meetings where people are gonna actually want to work with me. And so, how do you then do this in that environment?
Sally, how much time do I have? Okay, I love that question.
30 seconds.
Okay. I love that. I love that. And it is, how do you show up? Here's what, I have to go to work. I need a paycheck. I need a paycheck, right? So what you don't do is quit. What you don't do is quit. Okay, you don't get the divorce. You don't tell your boss to pound sand. I got a LinkedIn message last week from a girl who was at Glow, and I had the opportunity to connect with the audience at Glow, and she said, I left her a message about not quitting because I did quit my corporate job and I became a yoga instructor. And guess, right? Cheryl's dream right there. And then guess what happened? All the same issues came up for her as a yoga instructor. Okay, so how do we do this in real life? We do this by being it. I'm going to say that again. We do this by being it. And then we start showing up, and then that person's a jerk at work, or I hate that person, I don't agree with this alignment, and we just sit and contemplate with curiosity. That's super interesting. I don't like that person. I don't agree with my company policy. I'm not being treated fairly here. And then you breathe, experience, pause, release. Breathe, experience, pause, release. Get curious about it. You are being gifted the opportunity to know who you are because you're now in a surrounding that isn't in alignment with you anymore. You're shifting energetically. You're no longer interested in being at this party. But if you rip up your roots and walk away, what jerks? Oh my God, they're idiots. Okay, guess what's gonna happen? You're gonna recreate it somewhere else. You've gotta learn to sit in the discomfort and then connect with how you wanna feel. Oh my gosh, what did we do at the beginning? I had you connect with how you wanna feel. Okay, I'm telling it, Sally, I don't care, I'm taking 2 minutes. Okay, so Sally and I meet, and then she gets involved, and then she's like, can you coach me? I'm like, oh my God, it's like, I should be paying her to coach her because I'm so excited. So she comes in, I'm like, what do we want to work on? She's like, hate. Hate this person at work. Hate. And by the way, to be fair to Sally, she was not being treated well, okay? And I said to her, you're welcome. And she's like, what? What is your refund policy? What in the hell is going on here? I said, you're welcome. She's like, what am I welcome for? I said, you are being gifted the opportunity to know who you are. You are being gifted. You don't agree with them. I don't agree with them either. Lean in. Feel that. Digest that. What are you bringing to the table? How are you showing up? Is there anything you can do? I don't know, just sit with it. Okay. And she's the fastest learner on the planet. It's pretty cool. So then I said to her, why don't you connect with how you want to feel? This is no longer energetically in alignment for you, okay? How do you want to feel? So she did that. So we wrapped up our session. I said, see you in 2 weeks. 2 days later, I get an email from Sally. Hi, I'm scrubbing my resume. It's attached. Could you kind of scope it out and take a look at it? And I'm like laughing my face off. I'm like, first of all, I can't even spell resume. Second of all, I don't even know if I have a resume. Third of all, she didn't even attach it. So I replied to her and I said, you didn't attach the resume. I suck at resumes. And I thought we said we were gonna lean in. You're right. Like, bye, see you in 12 days. So 12 days later, she comes in my office. She's like, you're not gonna believe what happened. And I'm like, try me. She goes, I have a new job. I said, what? You've been with that company for 17 years. You have a new job? She's like, I do. I said, what happened? She goes, well, a friend called and said, my company has this new position. I think you'd be great at it. Can I share your name? She said, sure. They called her. They interviewed her. They brought her back. They interviewed her again. They offered her an amazing job for more money and a better culture. And I said to her, what did they think of your resume? She said they never asked for it. Thank you guys, have a great day.
Thank you so much.
Sorry, I told your trade secret.
It's okay. So thank you, everyone. That was
It's a chapter
wonderful.
in my
Can we
new
give
book.
another
That was
huge
wonderful.
applause? She is amazing. Her book is for sale back there. I have a copy. I can buy you a copy if you don't have money. I will buy it for you. And she what?
Because you're making more money now.
Clearly, I just
Right?
felt
Good job. Thank you so much.
And I feel
Thank you,
empowered, I
thank
really
you.
do. So I hope you all really take heart to that, because it's true. And we get to feel and be who we want to be, so. So our next is, we have a breakout session. No, go ahead.